Fareen was one of those girls who looked strong from the outside, but inside she carried a weight no one could see. People around her only saw her smile. Nobody knew the storm behind it. Every night, when the world went quiet, her past would return, not as a memory, but like a shadow sitting beside her, reminding her of everything she had lost, every mistake she had made, every person who had hurt her, and every version of herself she wished she could erase. She tried to move on, she tried to forget, but the past is not something that fades easily, especially when you've lived through things that changed you forever. Fareen often asks herself, why can't I heal? Why is my past still stronger than my present? She thought something was wrong with her, but the truth was, she was human. One evening, she was sitting on the rooftop staring at the fading sunset, a time of day she always loved because it felt like the sky was letting go too. Her grandmother quietly sat beside her. She looked at Fareen with gentle eyes full of wisdom. "My child," she said softly, "why do you let the past punish you every day? Your past is a teacher, not a prison." Fareen blinked, surprised. She had never thought of it like that. Her grandmother continued, "You cannot change what happened, but you can change where it takes you. Your past should make you wiser, not weaker." Fareen didn't reply, but something inside her shifted, like a small light flickering in a dark room. That night, she couldn't sleep. Her grandmother's words kept echoing. So she sat at her desk and wrote down everything she felt, every fear, every memory, every name that still hurt, every decision she wished she hadn't made. She cried while writing, but for the first time, she didn't feel broken. She felt understood by herself. When she finished, she did something she had never done before. She whispered to herself, "I forgive you." Not someone else, not the world, just herself. And that was the moment her healing began. The next morning, something magical happened. She woke up feeling light, really light, as if someone had taken half her pain and thrown it away. Healing wasn't finished, but it had finally started. She got up, made tea, and stood by the window, watching the new sunlight enter her room. It felt like hope. For the first time, she began planning her life instead of replaying her past. She joined a course she had always wanted to join. She started taking care of her health. She walked every evening. She smiled more, laughed more, breathed more. People around her noticed the change, but nobody knew the real reason. She had stopped fighting her past and started learning from it. Weeks passed, months passed. Fareen didn't become perfect. She still had bad days. She still cried sometimes. She still remembered things that hurt. But this time, the memories didn't control her. They didn't define her. They didn't stop her. She had learned something powerful. Your past is just a chapter, not the whole book. And you are still writing the pages ahead. One day, her grandmother asked her, "Do you still fear your past?" Fareen smiled gently and replied, "I don't fear it anymore. I understand it now." Her grandmother kissed her forehead and said, "That is what growth looks like." And truly, it was. Fareen's story is not about forgetting the past. It is about rising above it, slowly, gently, beautifully, just like you can. Because healing doesn't begin when the past disappears. Healing begins when you decide that your future matters.